Hello my students of class 8 and welcome back to your English class. As we have already started the supplementary reader, we have completed the first chapter, okay, how the camel got his hump. Now this chapter is completely different to the one that we have done. This, as I told you, this is children at work. This is something, a very serious topic, something which requires a lot of understanding, a lot of sympathy, okay. The whole issue of child labor in India and its effect. These are all very grave issues, and whenever I'm reading this chapter, I'm feeling very much sympathetic. Not just sympathetic, I'm feeling like we should do something for these children. We should all do something from our own resources, available resources, to help those children in need. Okay, so Children at Work deals with the lives of rag pickers. We have already come to know how Velu comes to Chennai and he meets a girl who is a rag picker. Okay, we have understood that Velu has come from a village and he has no idea that so many people would be rushing in a station, somebody will be pushing him. He had no idea about these things. Okay, so he becomes extremely nervous because of that situation, and he just scared, in a scared manner, he is just sitting in a bench in the station when a girl comes and talks to him. Okay, this girl was carrying a big sack which contained all the different plastic cups which she was collecting from the station, all the things, all the trash which other people were throwing carelessly on the station. She was gathering them onto her sack, and we can understand from her description, as seen from the eyes of Velu, that she is a rag picker. Okay, even the dress that she is wearing is also something which she has probably collected. Okay, it was a man's inner vest which she was wearing, and her hair was also very stiff and brownish, which tells us that she does not probably have the luxury to clean herself. Okay, so she comes near Velu, and she tries to pick up a conversation with him. She was picking up dirty plastic cups from the floor and stuffing them into her sack. Why is she calling me? Thought Velu. And why is a girl wearing a banyan? Okay, so he was a village boy. He had no idea that any girl would simply come to, who was dressed in such a weird manner, would come to him and talk to him just like that. So he had these questions in his head. So the girl was quite sharp. Okay, she was very smart. So she just replied to him, "No need to stare stupidly. What's your name? No need to stare stupidly at me. No need to look at me in a stupid manner. What's your name? Tell me your name." Velu, muttered Velu, looking away. That means he was not interested. Probably he knew that this little girl would be of no use to him, probably, or maybe he was just scared and he didn't want to be disturbed. He wanted to sit alone. Okay, so when she asked him in a sharp manner, "What's your name?" he simply muttered Velu and looked away. That means he did not even give her so much attention as to look at her. "So, Mr. Velu," said the girl, looking at his bundle, "ran away from home? Yes, Mr. Velu, you have run away from home." Velu didn't answer. So you understand that the difference between the two of them, Velu and the girl, we don't know her name yet, but the difference is that she belongs to a city and he belongs to the village. Okay, so she had much more wisdom, much more smartness. She was more street smart. Okay, there's a phrase we use, street smart. She had much more smartness in her. Even though her appearance looked shabby and dirty, she was quite sharp on the tongue. Okay, she was asking, "So you ran away from home?" Means she has met many boys like him who behaved in the same or looked in the same manner. So she just asked him, "Did you run away from home?" Velu didn't answer. He didn't want to tell some strange girl what he had done. He had run away because he couldn't stand his father beating him for one more day. His father would snatch away all the money Velu and his sisters earned and spend it on drink. Okay, so even though he was not a boy who was from a rag picking family, or he did not have a rag picking background, but he was nevertheless a child who was molested. Okay, he was subject to the violence from the father. Okay, he also had emotional as well as physical abuse. He suffered from it at home, and it became so extreme that he was driven to run away from his home village. So can you imagine so much pain he had to feel? Because of it, when he understood that he won't be able to tolerate it anymore, he left his village home and he came to Chennai. So he did not want to reveal to this strange girl whom he had just met how pathetic his life had been, how his own father had been torturing him, abusing him physically, okay, and emotionally. And he was also taking away whatever money he and his sisters earned and using it to buy alcohol. Okay, so this was not a good situation for Velu also. Don't think I don't know. So the girl is going on talking, bantering with him. This place is full of children like you. So what are you going to do here? Become rich? She sat down next to him. Velu shifted away slightly. So this girl knew business. She knew that this kind of boys used to come to Chennai with lots of dreams. And so she told him that in a mocking fashion, she told him that I know children like you. This place is full of children like you who come to the city from a village. Then what are you going to do here? Have you come to the city for a big dream? Are you here to become rich? So he asked the question. Okay, so let us stop over here. We will continue with this amusing conversation between Velu and this girl, and we will understand how she manages to persuade him to go somewhere other than the station. Okay, she takes him away with her, and they have a little incident in the story. So we will find it out in our next class. Okay, till then, study well.